Hey guys, Ronnie here again from Earlybird Farms. Today we're back working on the rotary cutter. This is a RCR 1260. Land Pride is the brand name. And if you remember from a previous video a few weeks back, we were working on this. We got one blade changed and we couldn't get the other one changed. Well, I got something for it today and I hope it works. Let's show you what we got. So if you remember in the last video we were using a breaker bar. This is probably 18 inches. And you can see it's just a hinge here. We're using an 1.11/16 socket. Like I said, this is not a ratchet. This is just a hinge. This is what you use for breaking loose, tough to break loose bolts. But sometimes you need a little persuasion. That's where this other thing comes in. So we went and got a piece of black iron. This is black iron. This is gas pipe, what you'd run gas like in buildings with. Some people would also use bigger sections of this pipe to run like sprinkler heads and stuff in like commercial settings. But this is a 4-foot section of black iron pipe. And so the idea is the end of this slides in here like this. And so instead of having 18 inches, now you got 48 inches of leverage. And we hope this works. If this don't work, one of my friends, Steve Robb up there in Canada, gave me a suggestion of using a bottle jack. That's going to be the next thing if this thing don't come off. So y'all stick around and see if we can get this last blade off. Hopefully this video is not going to be a long one like the last one. We're just going to get this off. We've already showed the process of taking one off and putting it on. So we're just going to show if we can get this changed out. See. There she goes. Well guys, I got something to show you. I say that's a good sign right there. Alright, let's put this thing back together. Well, we can get out here and do some bush hogging. Got some clouds trying to roll in on us, which we need the rain. It's been very dry here the last couple weeks. But I seriously need to get this pasture and my front little section here bush hogged. So let's get this thing back together and see what happens. Alright guys, so this worked and this went much quicker. The first blade taught me a couple of lessons, or I learned a few things from changing the first blade. One, when I took the nut off, I knew to grab that washer that was on under there. And also instead of taking the nut off with my impact last time, remember I dropped that nut. So this time I worked it off until it was just about off, and I reached my thumb and my finger in there and I worked it around like that until I got it off. And then I knew that pin was going to be hard to come out. If you remember on that last video, that blade swung down like this on its own and then the pin fell out. And that's when I lost the washer. Well, this time, as soon as I took the nut off, I took my my black iron pipe and took this end of it and bam, hit it like that and knocked the pin right out, and it worked beautiful. So this one I changed in probably under 30 minutes. The longest part was just using this pipe and having to reposition my breaker bar each time, because you can only You can only go from like 10 o'clock down to about 6 o'clock, and then you have to pick it up and turn it again until you get back to 10 o'clock, and then pull it back down again, and then reposition it back to 10, and so on. So this worked a lot better. I'm not as frustrated today as I was last week, or a week and a half ago, whenever it was that I changed the other one. Now I'm ready to hook up. I got a little bit of rain drizzling, but I'm gonna go ahead and hook up, and I'm gonna cut some of this front yard and hopefully get it done. Diesel's $5.30 a gallon. One good thing about this little tractor I got is it gets really good, I don't want to say fuel mileage, but it burns really efficient, and I can, 5 gallons of diesel fuel will almost fill this bad boy up, and I can run it for almost 8 hours non-stop, when I've bushed all before. So persevere, guys. When you get frustrated, just push through it. It's hot out here today. I went to that Red Rose Festival this morning. I have a video that'll be posted before this video. So I went to that Red Rose Festival this morning, and I really didn't want to come out here and do this, but buying this pipe kind of got my curiosity up, and it got me a little bit excited to come out here to see if it will work. And I knew if it turned once that I would be excited about changing it out, and ready to get it done. Once I get this cut, pretty much for the summer, I can put a lot of those chores behind me and mess around with other stuff that I need to do. I need to put out some compost around my flowers in my front yard. I still got to go back here to my trees that I planted, my Dunstan chestnut trees. I'll try to leave a card up above where you can see where I planted those. I still got to go put some compost around those and some mulch. And I really hadn't planted a garden this year. I mean, I'm really ashamed that I didn't, but I hadn't got the place that I want where I want to plant it yet, and that's one of the frustrating things. So I have so many things going on with kids and sports and going to church, and I don't know, just where I wanted it and the way I got it pictured in my mind. I don't want to build something or put something somewhere and then have to come tear it down or redo it later. I want to do it one time and do it right. That's what my daddy always taught me, was just do it one time and do it right and then be done with it. I don't want to decide 5 years from now that I don't want it there and have to move it. So anyways, thank y'all for watching. If you enjoy watching this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button right there. We'd love to have you stick around. And also, there's 2 videos that are going to pop up right here. Check one of those out as well. I feel like they will be something that you'll enjoy. We'll see you next time on Earlybird Farms SC, where the SC stands for South Carolina.